Is it true that the Prophet ﷺ did not have a shadow and a cloud always was on his head covering him, and no flies ever touched him, and he did not used to yawn? First of all, whatever we describe the Prophet ﷺ by, it has to be backed up by an authentic hadith. And this is one of the definitions of Sunnah. Sunnah is defined as whatever the Prophet ﷺ has said, the words, or done, actions, or approved, seeing something and he does not comment, which means it's an approval, or a description of the Prophet ﷺ, how tall he was, how he did this and that, etc. So the description of the Prophet ﷺ is part of the Sunnah. Therefore, we cannot affirm that this is true or not true unless we have authentic evidence backing it up. So when we come to the first one, the Prophet ﷺ did not have a shadow. This is baseless. Nothing in the Sunnah backs it up. The Prophet ﷺ always had a cloud shading him, covering him. This is baseless. The authentic Sunnah denies it, because in Hajj he had Zayd ibn Haritha and Bilal, if I'm not mistaken, covering his head with a tent like from the heat of the sun. If he had a cloud, he would not have needed that. No flies ever touched him. This is also not proven. So it's just from the imagination of extremists who wanted the Prophet ﷺ to have a status different than what Allah has given him. So he is a human being. قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. Say, O Muhammad, I am merely a human being like you. Which means that he was created like us, he is like us, he lives and dies like us. But the only difference is that Allah has favored him with the message. So this is the biggest difference. Difference is that he is given revelation. So this is the status that Allah Azza wa Jal, or the level that the Prophet, Allah Azza wa Jal has placed his Prophet ﷺ in. We should not go above that nor below that. So about the flies, no evidence, none whatsoever in the Quran or the Sunnah. About yawning, well, this, we don't have evidence backing it up, but the general evidence says that this is true. Because we know that in the Hadith that yawning is from shaitan. And the Prophet ﷺ cannot be touched or harmed by shaitan. Therefore, if we were to say that the Prophet never yawned, that would have been a correct statement, and Allah knows best. In our country, there is a group of people who say we are ghulam of the Prophet, ghulamul Nabi, ghulamul Rasul. Here, the Bengali word ghulam means servant. But my concern is that we are the only servants of Allah. Is this statement shirk? The word abd is what is usually associated with the names of Allah, such as Abdullah, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Aziz, etc. So this cannot be used except with Allah Azza wa Jal, unless it is to identify an actual slave that you bought with your money, and he is Abd Asim, for example. And this is an inappropriate name, but it is not shirk, it's not haram. And we know that the Prophet ﷺ's name is Muhammad ibn Abdullah ibn Abdul Muttalib. And Abdul Muttalib is actually not a name of a god. Al-Muttalib was the brother of Hashim. And when Hashim sent his brother Al-Muttalib to fetch his son from Medina, when he came into Mecca with his nephew, and no one knew who that kid was. So they thought that he was his slave. So they called him Abdul Muttalib. And he kept telling them, his name is Atiq. He's not a slave of mine. He's a free man. He's my nephew. But the name was attached to him. So he was known as Abdul Muttalib. So the concept itself is not haram unless it is intended to. Now, if in Bengali language, and I was told that this is true, that ghulam means the servant or the slave of. In this case, it would be inappropriate to call a person the servant or the slave of the Prophet ﷺ, because this would lead into extremism and to go deep in praising the Prophet ﷺ beyond what he deserves, because he himself told us, do not go too extreme in me. La taghlu fi. Like the Jews and the Christians did with their prophets and messengers. Merely, I am a servant of Allah and His messenger. So we put him in the level that he himself put himself in, and we put him in the level that Allah Azza wa Jal honored him with, but without going into extreme, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.